All right, so what we got here is a 2021. This is a GMC crew cab, 1 ton, short box 4x4. It's got the Duramax diesel in it as well as a 10-speed automatic transmission. We're going to do a quick walk around here. I'm going to try and point out some of the stuff that's on it. A couple extras that came with it. It has the 8-inch touchscreen because it's the SLT preferred package. That also comes with the Bose sound system and the surround view camera system on the backup camera. We'll take a look at that when we get inside. Has the X31 off-road, which gets you the off-road suspension, skid plates, Rancho shocks, that sort of stuff. It's the convenience group on it with the bucket seats, power sliding rear window. Seats are heated in the back as well as the front, so that's all part of that. And then it has the driver's alert package, which gets you the blind spot monitoring and all that kind of stuff. Now, what else we got? The high idle switch was added to it as well. And this is called Pacific Blue Metallic is the name of it. And really good looking color. Across the front, you'll see it's got lots of chrome, so it stands up really nice. It's got the GMC front badge grille on it, which I think looks great. I think they did a pretty good job with it. A lot of headlights here, so it should be fairly bright, I think, from these, from what I've heard from customers and stuff. They say they like them. Little hood scoop in here kind of looks pretty nice, too. Just gives it a little bit of an extra look to it. Front tow hooks down here, so you can hook onto it and tow some stuff out if you're getting yourself stuck and stuff like that. Place to hook onto. Aluminum wheels look pretty sharp. I like the GMC hubcaps in the center. Did a nice job on the trim package there. You'll also see it has a little step back flaps on the front and rear, so they kind of go down, and then they got a little step back and then off like that, so it helps keep the rock rash down. Full length boards, those are right from the factory. Trailer tow mirrors, they got lots of LED lights in them up over here. Little lights in here as well. These are also power. They can extend out. You can do it manually too, I guess, but they're also power operated if you want to extend them in and out, and they'll also power fold in too. On the inside, we got heated leather bucket seats, so nice and easy to clean these up. Just spill a little bit of goop on there. You can wipe them off. Power recline, power forward and back. It also has power lumbar here for your lower back. The all-weather mats, WeatherTech, so they're nice, molded to fit properly. They look nice in there to dress everything up. Dual glove boxes. There's your all your owner's manuals and stuff like that in there. Then you got a little storage tray up here for little odds and ends if you want to tuck them out of the way. A little wood trim here. Little buff there. Right there you can kind of see. I don't know if it shows up in the camera or not. A little buff in the wood trim there, but otherwise it looks really nice. Bose sound system. Lots of storage pockets here for you for keeping your stuff out of the way. In the back seat, we'll take a look in here. It's got the split bench, so this guy flips up. You can lift up the first part. You can lift up the other side too if you want to have access to sliding things in and out. All-weather mats through here in the back as well. This is what we were talking about earlier about the heated rear seats. If you flick these on, it's going to heat up these seat cushions for the passengers in the back as well as the front. Kind of a neat little storage idea here. This just flips open. You got a little cubby hole in here for storing some stuff. So good place to keep like an extra set of work gloves or something like that if you want to tuck them in out of the way, so when you need them, you got them. Power sliding rear window. It's got the rear defrost in it. That'll open and close for you. Up a switch on the dash makes it a little bit easier. Kind of nice thing about those, I usually like to mention, is when you're driving, if you don't want to turn your air conditioning on, you just roll down the driver's side window and just crack that a little bit. It'll suck the air in through the back window and then go out over your shoulder. It makes for a nice little breeze across you in the cab. Just don't do it on dusty roads. It sucks in a lot of dust, but it's great for when you're driving. On the back, you can see the kick back step flaps on the back as well. We talked about that earlier. In here, we got all kinds of wiring. So there's your trailer hitch with a little sleeve insert on it. And then these are all your camera wiring, so you can plug in extra cameras, so you can run those if you're pulling trailers. There's your normal plug in there. This is going to give you access to your spare tire if we were to open that up. Got a cool little step built into the bumpers. Makes it easier for you to get in and out. It's got some neat stuff on the tailgate as well. If we press this button here, this little top piece folds out. Gives you like a little place here to work, like a stand-up workbench. If you're working on that kind of stuff. Also has a button here on the key fob. Press that twice, and that releases the tailgate for you. Whoop, try that again. There we go. And then the tailgate comes down. Now in here you got some storage, or easy access to your storage in here. Spray and bedliners. It's got some LED lights in here that kind of flick on. Over here we got like a little plug-in. You can plug stuff in if you want. You know, run like a little compressor or charge up your double batteries or whatever you want to do there. Nice tonneau cover. Okay, so it keeps everything from getting too dirty and rained on if you're doing like a big Costco shop. X31 off-road, we talked about that a little bit earlier with all the heavier duty shocks and that sort of stuff. We'll open this up, take a look at some of the door trim panels in here for you, kind of give you a quick peek. Another little one of these cubby holes for your junk. Right, so let's go to the front now. We'll start going over some of the buttons up there. Well, I should probably mention the blind spot monitor, I guess. See up here, it's got like a little car with a little star beside it. That's going to light up if somebody's in your blind spot and you're about to cut them off. It'll let you know before you do that, hopefully, and don't get into accidents. Power windows, power locks, power mirrors. There's your power extension in and out. You just hit that button. You can see how they're sliding out. Boom, like that. I'm going to press the button again, and they're going to suck back in all by themselves, so that's kind of neat. And then you've got your, just your adjustments for your mirrors themselves. Okay, it also has memory settings in the seats, so you can program up to 2 different drivers, which is kind of handy if you're sharing the truck with somebody. That way, once they get everything organized and set up the way they like it, then when the other person hops in and goes to drive it, it kind of moves everything back. So it moves the mirrors, the seats, the radio stations, all that kind of stuff. So let's just fire it up. We're going to hit the start button here. Over she goes. It's got 100 and... Oops, turn the volume down here. Turn the air conditioning off. It's a little noisy. Okay. So on the dash, you'll see it's got 125,000 K. Where driver's 2 settings, so it's all programmed to whatever was set up to this key fob when we started it. There's your tow mode if you want to engage your trailer tow. Kind of nice thing about that is it just changes the software shift patterns, just handles the tow load better. Automatic 4x4, you can hit that. It'll go into 4x4 automatically. It'll shift in and out if it needs it. That's a good one to use if you're driving on pavement because you're not going to bind up all your driveline and stuff when you're driving. It's just easier on the 4x4. And then you can use 4 high when you're off-road and then 4 low course if you need it. Turn all your extra lights on in here. This one here turns on your cargo lights in your box so you can see what's going on there. This one here turns on your fog lights. Down here is your, or wait a minute, that might be your cargo box light and this might be your fog lights. I'd have to go play with those in the dark and see which one's which. And then you got your dash brightness here for changing your speedo gauges and that sort of stuff. Nice big tach, nice big speedometer, easy to read. Got a little dash cluster in here. You can play with these buttons in here and it'll scroll through that's for your cruise control. Sorry, these buttons here you scroll through and you can change that center dash cluster in there. It'll give you like distance to empty, fuel economy, that kind of stuff. Okay. Over here we got our air conditioning. We're just going to hit the auto mode here. So you turn the automatic mode. You set the temperature what you want it to be. And what the car vehicle is going to do is it's just going to turn on your air conditioning for you. And it'll decide where the air needs to blow and all that kind of stuff and how cold it needs to be. On here, you've got your temperature gauge, your hot and cold. You can raise it through here, or you can use these buttons down here. I usually prefer to use the buttons. On the main screen, you've got your navigation. You can also access, if you want a little bigger version of the map, by hitting that button, and then your nav will show up on the little bit bigger screen. Now, when we go in the backup, I'm going to show you the backup camera. We're going to take a look at some of the different angles. You can see there's a kind of a fake truck here, and you can kind of see all the way around it. So what this does here is you can stitch in all your, it'll stitch in the camera angles, so if somebody has to walk by you, you'd actually see them. You've also got your normal camera angle if you're backing everything up. Got the grid lines where you're going to end up. You can also hit like the trailer mode, so that's what you would do is if you're lining up your trailer ball on your hitch, this will just help guide you in. You can kind of see where the ball is or the hitch is on the trailer, and it'll guide you in nice and easy. Different camera angles here. This is like a backup for your your trailer, so it kind of makes like a fake. It makes it easier for you when you're backing up your trailer because it kind of takes the trailer out of it, makes it invisible, and then so you can see beside it. Just is a little bit easier that way. Kind of a surround view camera system, kind of a bird's eye view kind of thing, so you can kind of see what you're doing. So lots of different camera angles that you can play with. So hopefully you don't end up backing into anything with all these extra camera angles. It makes life quite a bit easier. There's if you're trying to back up into your hitch, like let's say you buy a gooseneck hitch or a fifth wheel hitch or something for the truck, and then this here you could use to line up your fifth wheel hitch when you're hooking up to it. And then that's your actual zoom in on your bulb when you're getting real close if you want to hook up to it. Down here, lots of buttons, automatic climate control, like we said earlier. You just turn the knob to increase and decrease the temperature. Right now we've got them synced up, so they're both on whatever the driver's set at. You can also change the driver or passenger side. So right now it's going to blow warmer air for the passenger, like 26 degrees over there, 21 for the driver. Then you hit sync and it'll make them both the same again. All kinds of extra buttons. We've got heated seats, cooled seats here. Same for the passenger on the front. You can engage your diesel exhaust brake if you're pulling a trailer. We can pop the tailgate open from here. We can also do the hill descent control, so if you're doing some serious off-roading, you can kind of activate that, and it'll just kind of hold the vehicle back while you're going down steep hills. Trailer brake controller, you can engage this for your trailer brakes if you want, and then adjust your gain. Now down here, this is kind of a nice feature. It's got a little pad. You just lay your cell phone in here, and it'll wirelessly charge your cell phone up for you. A couple cup holders. A little bit of storage here, another place for you to kind of keep your phone from sliding around. And then down here we've even got more storage. It's got some USB ports. You can stuff some stuff in there. You'll also see it's got these little tabs on both sides. You get those little file folders from Staples with the little hooks on the end, and you can kind of hang your stuff in there, turn it into a little bit of a home office for you. Overhead, a couple more buttons. We've got the OnStar. That'll be a subscription-based thing. Basically, that's just like a real powerful cell phone, essentially. I mean, it does more than that, but if you want to use that for, you know, making phone calls and stuff like that, it makes it a little bit easier. Okay, did a real quick video for you. I appreciate you taking the time to watch it. If you're in the market for a good used diesel truck, you know, this one looks great. It's priced right, lots of great features, so give us a call. Let's get together, and we'll send you home in a new GMC. Hope to see you soon.